Hello, folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we left off, we got this guy and we got these guys, and we built some actual things. I'm terrified of something coming from up here. Taking a look at the map, I don't really know where we're at, so I don't know how much there is out there or any of that. I also should say I didn't listen to any of your feedback because I'm recording this like an hour or two after I recorded the last video because I'm having so much fun that I just had to. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I had to do it. I did notice a problem there. We are running low on the power end of things, so I'm just gonna try to see if I can get a little bit of power out of this. It's not gonna be a lot, but maybe it will help us out here. Don't really know, but we'll find out in short order here, I suppose. All right, that's at least gonna keep us a little more stable there. Let's see, I really need to get rid of these electric heaters. They're crushing us. I don't think I can do another one of these guys easily. Maybe I could, I don't know. Slag. Let's see, I could put it there, have it jump over that. We could try it. I've done dumber things in my life. Oh, see, I already messed it up. Okay, so that part's not going to work. But this part could. So that still works. I can do that into there. Okay. That's one thing we need, right? We got slag. We don't have any power output yet, and it's going to produce water for us, which we can run into the other spot. All right, I can put that. Can I just dump it off of this one? I'm just going to dump it off of this one. Okay. Maintaining all of that. Cool. Throw some more water into this bad boy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, so that's a thing that happened. Oof. Okay. Well, I'll hit continue here. No. No. No, game. I appreciate it, but no. We're going to go back and we'll reload. But I'm not going to do that right now because I need to gather my thoughts about what the heck just happened. And you saw how many units they had, so I need to do things far more quickly. I got lulled into a false sense of security there, but we'll be back. I'm going to just fast forward to after I hear your feedback on the last one, and then I'll record again in a week or so, and we'll see what happens. But I'll talk to you then. Thanks, guys. All right, folks, we're back here, and we're going to try this again. I wish I was able to output all of the stuff here. We're coming from Crevasse, and all of our resources we have there are maxed, but we don't allow us to pull it in like the other planet does. And I don't know if that's the same on V8 or not. But we're going to try again and see what happens here. So we got this set up last time. All right. We got all of that. That's fine. Well, great, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. The next thing we need to do, though, are a couple things. One, I really hate this layout of all of this stuff. I think it actually causes a lot more problems than it solves for us. So I may go in and try to reroute some of this stuff, for lack of a better term, to be a little bit better. We need to get more power. We ran into that issue a couple of times, and that can't continue. And then we also have our stuff here. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have a bridge that can go over that distance, and there's no way for us to get something quite that long. So like if I go to Duck Bridge, our shortest distance looks like it's probably right about there. And it's just not far enough. So I can't do anything with that. I really want to. Last time we went through and built everything, you saw what was going on. Oh, I should say, this is me playing a week later. I just gave up after the last one. You saw the, like, I guess 3-minute intro here. And I died. It was not fun. I do also need to look at the unit cargo things because I think they can act as unloading for cargo drones, except items that match selected filter. I could, in theory, use those, right, to be able to do that. I just don't have the resources. Like we need surge alloy for the cargo loader unit, and then we need to unload. So I would need to make surge, which I've done in the past, just not well or quickly. So I'm a little questioning on that. Where's my surge? There it is. My surge crucible requires silicon, 160 slag a second, and 40 heat units. That's just a lot for what we have right now. We'll get more, but we need to do something else right now. So I think our first goal here is to get our paralysis generator set up. We just need the acolyte and the slag, and it's going to output some water. That part's easy. I think we could probably just set that up like right over here. We got the acolyte right there. The slag we can bus over and hopefully not be a big deal. And when I'm speaking of bussing that over, I think I'm just going to go this way and come straight over. I'm going to rearrange this, I think, so that this guy also outputs straight away. This one I might bring over and down a little bit more just to, I don't know. See, I'm spinning my wheels here because I don't know what the best approach is. And I really would love to win this sector. I'm just not hopeful on that because, one, I'm me. And as we've seen, I'm not that good at this game. And two, it's just a lot of stuff to get set up. So that all is there. Cool. Happy with all that. All right. Our next spot here, we're going to take this and I'm going to bring this over as far as I possibly can to be right about there. Then I can take this up and over somewhere. This I also want to rearrange because this is a mess and I don't think I need to have all of this stuff there. Like I want to have this stuff, just not right there. Like we can bring it up and in there and not have it be a big deal. Because if I can bring that over more, so if I bring that over to there, then I can bring it up and I don't have to worry about crossing over any of that stuff and I can dump that in. Does that make sense? All right, and then I just need to, do the work of connecting all that stuff up in there. All right. Oh, I don't want... That's not where I want to put that. Oops. I want to put it into one of these. So I'm just going to put this... Can I put it there? All right, I want to clear that out real fast. I will put this paralysis generator right there. Or however you pronounce the name of that thing. I don't know what it's actually called. Cool, we got that. And then we'll get big old power blocks and connect it up to our current network. Which I like about this is it goes up to the boring machines up top and it also goes down to our turbine down here. So hopefully that will hook this system up and allow us to function properly. And now we got power. Okay. That's step one. We have so many more steps to go, but I'm trying to figure out the best ways to do this and do it quickly and more importantly, easily. We do have this up there, so I can make all the hydrogen I need for the higher quality advanced plasma bores here. It needs tungsten, which we have, so I can put them let me see here. If I do 1 and 2, then we need to go in here. I need to have, and I wish we had the walls of the thorium walls because that would also be useful. But we got the mass drivers, and then I have the, where are you at, loader? There it is, I found it. All right, so I have the loader over here. I'm just gonna dump it kind of in that spot, I guess. Then we have our mass drivers, bam and bam. Okay. And over here, I wanna have a condenser vent, because then in theory, I can go in here and do the electrolyzer. Like so. I'll run a pipe up to that. And I'm hoping what I can do is just run this up and over there, and down. I might need to, I actually like doing that more. Can I do it there? No, I can't do it there. Okay, poopy pants. All right, so we'll do that. And then I just need to provide some power to go up to that area, which should not be a big ask, I don't think. I'm burning through resources right now too, which is highly concerning. but I need to, like, it's not an optional activity right now. We need to get this going. All right, I need to get power over to all this stuff, so we'll have our little beam node jobby doobies. Got you, got you, got you. And then I guess we'll do this, that, and the other thing. And then we'll just plop these guys up and over and into there, and that one will join in. Oh. I suck at this game. I'm sorry. I output that to the wrong area. So let me fix that real fast. Cool, we got that. I suppose I can just put a container there. It does. No, it needs tungsten. I don't want to do anything requiring anything that I need to have right now. All right, so we ate up a whole bunch of that stuff. I will need one of these reinforced containers. I'm just going to drop that there for now. And then we'll go pick it up somehow. And we'll drop it off. There we go. Need to do another one of these. Boop. Cool. All right, now taking a look at the range on these. Come on, mass drivers, what's your range? Yeah, you can see it's like all the things we can see right now are within, like, it's a massive range. So I don't know if I should bring these in closer to the core or if I should, I don't know, put them somewhere else. I also need to rearrange this hot mess of stuff, but that's a future problem. I don't like how this is all set up right now, but we'll solve that problem eventually here. The other thing I want to see is this guy. Yeah, we need more tungsten. We need the eruption drill, blah, 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 but we can't afford any of that right now. We will soon, but we can't do it right yet. All right, so I'm going to put some of our, oh no. We need large plasma drawers there too. Okay. Luckily, we should be able to get them here sooner. There we go. That's what I needed. Come on, baby. So I should be able to get 3 of those in there. And hopefully not cause any real problems for ourselves here. So I got that. This guy should be producing water, which means we can, in theory... Actually, no. I don't want that to produce water. I want it to produce... I don't want it to produce power, excuse me. I want it to produce water, not power. Because then what I can do is I can go get an electrolyzer once we get some more tungsten. Have it flow there. And I can just dump that out there. Come on down like so and into there. I'll put the little rowdy jobby doobie on there. I'll put this guy into there. We need to hook it up to power still. Which I guess we need to do for both of these. So I'll do that and that. And then once we get that, well, we had a lot of big holdups last time. I think one of the bigger ones was that we just didn't have the materials we needed. Our tungsten was trash last time. So hopefully this will, doing it within the first few minutes of the game. I don't remember what that clock was at. I feel like we've already been here far too long and have done not nearly enough to be successful. But we shall see. I need to start increasing this stuff massively. But hopefully we're almost there. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it. And then eventually I'll put a regen projector up there or something else. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. Come on. That should be it. Once you do that, we're golden. Yeah, baby. Look at that. All right. So that should be at least sending that stuff up. In theory, I could get nitrogen to make it go faster, but I don't want to spend the time making that. That's a future us problem. That's not a current us problem. Current us problems are deeper and more complicated. So have that. Okay, that's feeding there. This guy should be full up on that. This one needs 250. My God, it's cool, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that's going to significantly increase what we need to have. It's at 4 point, like that's massively more than what we have. If I go to the impact drill we have here, it's at 1 at best. This guy here is at 1.25. That's as best as it's getting. Although I can feed it ozone, which we do have. So maybe I'll do that. Never really considered that option before, but let's play and see what it looks like if we try that option. So if I do something like that, does that work? So you should be getting ozone. Oh yeah, look at that. It's up to 1, or it didn't quite double it, but it added a whole nother round per second. So that's good. I'm in favor of that. All right. So let's take a look here. If we go over to this, I need 40/40, so I'm good with that. And then for the unloader, that's our problem. Okay, but we can address that. I'm gonna put that. I think I might actually put that back here this time around, mainly because we have a lot of space out. Well, that's where I built my units before. The problem is our resources are so spread out, it's hard to kind of prioritize where we want. This area is all the graphite we have. Up here right now is all of the beryllium that we have. We know there's more over here, and we know there's more down there. And then all of our tungsten's there, and all of our thorium's there. It's not like spread out evenly. It's in clumps of stuff. So getting resources where we need them to be and getting them there quickly is going to be a bit of a challenge. I don't know what the next option is here. And why are you... Okay, that was red for just a second. I was very concerned, but I'm less concerned now. All right. This one, I think we're also going to convert over to water. And... cool. Because I think we're going to need to generate more of this stuff. So that's going to go there. We can throw this going out and join into there. I can also put on a router and fill it up if we need to. And last time we didn't use any of our friends to sublimate. Just needs a little ozone. And we can fire these bad boys up. So I think I might do something along those lines. I think one of the reasons we didn't do so hot last time was we had some problems. So I'm hoping maybe we can solve some of those with just some basic things. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I'm just hoping. But hopefully we can do some more with all of that. All right. So we have this. It's filled up. I might just throw... Do I want to throw it? No, I don't want to... I can't. It's not that I don't want to. I can't waste the resources on some of this stuff. All right. So this guy is just going to go... I think we're just going to throw it like right here. So let's start off with the top one. Cool. Then I need a pay unloader. Then I need this guy. They're all going to need their power sources. So, bink, buck, boom. No, build the other one. We have the resources for the other one. All right, and then once we do this, I'm going to build another one of these power things. We have enemies approaching in 6 minutes, so I have 6 minutes to build some version of defense. But they don't throw a lot at you right away. It takes a little bit more time. But I'm hoping that once we do this, we can go in and get some higher quality units, like a Disperse here, or the Titan. We just need to get more of the stuff that we need for that. All right, but this should be able now to come out and go down. Let's see if I can just kind of wiggle like that and then throw that into there. Okay, that part works. Let's get some more beryllium here while we're able to. And I don't know if I'm doing this properly or not, but I'm just gonna merge some lines here. There we go, they're drilling their thing. All right, I suppose it's time to start talking about just basic levels. Why are we so short on power? We need another one of these ASAP. So I'll put that in there. Little router jobby doobie. Yay us. Put that guy right there. This one is going to be up there. Put another router jobby doobie right there. Bam. Throw that over here. Go into there. This one's going to come across and it's going to go in there. And hopefully Bob's your uncle. But we'll see. Because nothing in this game is ever as easy as what it seems like it should be. Oh, what are we waiting on? Oh, we don't have carbide. Ah! This is the exact same problem we ran into last time. And making carbide just sucks. Like, it's not a thing I can do quickly or easily. We don't even have the resources to build one right now, which also just sucks. So I need tungsten, graphite, and 40 units of heat. Luckily, I should be able to steal a lot of that off of here. The heat's going to be the hardest part, but let me see if I can kind of cheat a little bit and just steal off of some of our main lines. Because if I can do that, I'll be real happy. And then I can just output directly onto there. And I'll need to put this into there. That's going to dump right into there like so. Oh no, that's not going to happen there. I need to find the slag heater, which also requires tungsten, because everything requires tungsten. How much does it make? 8 units? Okay. So that actually needs to go over here. And then something like that. I don't know if it needs power or not. Come on. Give us the tungsten. We just blew through that, though. That was a lot of stuff that we could have used that we didn't have available to us. And I deeply wish that I could drill more, but maybe can I put more here? I should be able to do that, right? I think I can do that. And then it just needs water, so I should be able to run that there and into there. Okay. That's going. And we have bad guys approaching soon, so we are in deep doo-doo, my friends. Especially because we have no tungsten to speak of. This game, man. All right. So, let's just get a tower down here. And another tower over here. I mean, you don't have power. Poopy pants. Poopy pants. Poopy pants. And I'm well aware you don't have what you need thing, but I can't do much about it right now. All right, so on here, get a little duck router action. Bam. Throw this over here, over there. Bam. Badoop. Nope. Badoop, badoop. Alright, we got that one taken care of. Now I need to steal some off of this path. I don't like this at all. It's not the best way to do anything at all. But it's what I got. So we gotta do it. Alright, we got that at least. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. This is just going to be a disaster of a round. I'm not feeling it. I'm not confident. If we make it through this, I'll be very happy. I just don't think we're going to make it through it. We'll see what happens, because, you know, you're saying there's a chance. There's always a chance, but how likely that chance is, I don't know. Come on. All right, we at least have enough tungsten for stuff down here to have some fun and activities. So I'm going to put a duct router right off of that. That's going to come straight on down and do that. And then hopefully we can carbide. But the bad guys are a-coming. I just don't know how... So, just indulge me for a second. How can I best set this up? Because I think I need to focus on the thorium stuff pretty quickly. The first thing I focused on was power, other than rerouting some wires just to make sure I had places to go with everything. But the first thing I really focused on was getting the power set up. After that, I focused on getting this area up here established. Did I do that in the right order? Should there be something else I am focusing on? Should I be working on building units right now? Like, I just don't know. Like, to me, thorium seems like the big deal. That's the thing I need to get, and I don't have any of right now to start with. So, to me, that's the one I need to have, but I don't know. What I could do right now, though, is I could just... I'm going to turn that one off. So that's power. Now we have full power. That thing uses ungodly amounts of power. So hopefully we get all of that going. All right, so they're sending their units. And the enemy production is escalating here very soon. God help us. Okay. While that's all happening, let's go in here and get some more drillage. Bam. 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 Nope, not there. Bam. 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 No, none of that's gonna work. My God. Come on, give me more carbide. There we go. Our power problem should be solved, right? Or is this our top area just not connected at all? Did I just waste ungodly amounts of time? I think I would just waste ungodly amounts of time. Okay. All right. So I have all that. Even still, we're doing fine with power. All right, that's what I need to see. That's what I wanted to see. All right, so let me just build some basic defenses here just because I need to. But then I want to start getting some titans and disperses and all. The disperses I'm really interested in because take a look at them. They fired air stuff, and that's what took us out last time. We were successful in defending all of our things. We did all the stuff that we needed to do. It was a good time had by all. And then we got smacked around. And I suppose I don't need to have the thorium to do it. I could use silicon, but we don't have that much of it. And I'm absolutely not doing that. That's crazy. Although it does a lot of damage. It does significantly more damage. So, I don't know. But I need to get 2 more of these bad boys in place. So that guy's going to go there. That one's going to go there. We can take this pipe here and jump it across. And let's see here. So I'm going to go up, over, and drop it down. Drop it down. A little Browder action for fun. Then we need to power all of this stuff. So that will shoot over there. That one will join in there. And then maybe I could put one of these fun guys. Let me build the fun guy. I want the fun guy. No. Okay. If I move this over, I should be able to get the fun guy in, I think. Okay, that should work, right? There's space for that. Beautiful. All right, so then what that means is I'm going to need to have a duct router right there. That's going to come all the way over there and then drop on down. And we're living on a prayer right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I hear enemy firing happening. Please just... Darn it. Let's see, where can I put this that it can still be semi-effective? Just don't take out my stuff yet. You can take all that stuff out. Whew, okay. We actually didn't lose that much out of all that. Except for that part. We need that. Boom, cool. Boom, cool. All right. God help us. All right, so we have a Titan that I can actually build, which I will actually build because those were monumentally helpful to us last time. So I'm going to try to use some of this as natural blocking. Not that it really matters because we have the mechs that are just crawling all over the friggin' place, but hopefully we can get something that maybe will help us out here. So that's going to come all the way over here, and then I can drop that down here. One more, drop that down. And come on, baby, build, build, build. All right, that worked better. Again, this needs to stop getting wiped out. There we go. Now we can see some stuff. All right, ammo's there. We need hydrogen. Okay, that's not a big deal. We can get hydrogen. I'm going to make it up there, I think. So we're going to do a vent condenser. Doop. Then we'll do our electrolyzer jobby doobie. I'll put on space for each of those. There's our hydrogen going, and then I should be able to just drop that straight on down. There we go. All right, I am going to build a reinforced container or two down here. I need to do my duct unloader. Cool. And that runs unit or range is phenomenal. I need to get more of these in place. I only have one right now. So another one's gonna exist up here, I think. Like right. Let's put it right there. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Because I'm gonna put a duct router right there. And have that flow right into that bad boy. And we have this guy blinking just because he doesn't have enough heat to make the carbide that we need. But I think we're okay. Power-wise, we're plus 1,000. Ooh, what's going on here? No, stop doing that. That's not what I asked you to do. Why are you being dumb? This is where I get bad at this game because, like, no, stop. God help us. All right, so that's going to go there. Then we're going to go down like this. Then I'm just going to pop it over. Then this one should be able to do that. I'm going to murder something. I'm so annoyed right now. Okay, come on. Just let me bridge from here to there. There we go. Okay. That part looks like it's finally set. I'm going to add some water to this just to make sure. This one, oh, I just have to do that, right? There we go. All right. Okay. So that is not going to protect that whole area. We need more. So this is coming in through there. That means I can build another one like over here. And we'll do the duct unloader going straight into that. And then we'll have, not duct bridge, we'll have a duct router. Go off of that and flow straight into there. What are we missing right now? Oxides. Come on. All right, we'll come back to you because I can't do anything with you right now. All right. What else can I can still do more Titans though. That may be the play right now. It's just to do more of these and also provide some annoying stuff out here. Speaking of annoying stuff, I want a regen thing out here. So I might, do I want to steal some of this water to run another electrolyzer, or do I want to take this guy? Have that, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to route this ozone down here and put some sublimates out in this way. Does that sound like a plan? I can't even afford sublimates, so no, that's not a plan. It's just, that's a false plan. That sucks. All right. So we need oxides. Let's take a look and see if I can produce oxides any faster than what we have. Oxide chamber requires ozone and beryllium and heat. Where are you getting heat from? Oh, it produces heat? Is that what it is? Hold on. I need to check that out. What does it do? Oh, it outputs heat. Okay, that's cool. So in theory, I should be able to make another one of these, like right here, and get more oxide, right? More oxide, more better. So this one's going to go there. We'll get rid of this. Because then I should be able to do a duct router like that. Put this up and in there. Nope, that's not going to work. I'll have to go down this way, over and in there. This one's going to go like, well, eventually we'll piece out and do more. All right, then we need to get the, you need to go into there like so. And then this one, nope, that can't work there. No, that can't work there. I'm so bad at this game. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. Oh God. I know the core's under attack. There's not a lot I can do right now. I need to get more firepower. So we're going to help this area out by smacking another one of these into place, I think. Put a little router here to bring that over and down. We'll load up with another reinforced container. And put that up one more just in case, because I know that this version of the game is very particular about certain things. So I just want to make sure I'm not doing too many things wrong. All right, so I'll do that. Then we'll do that. Then I need to put a rata like so. You're gonna come over. No, I can't put you there. I need to put you up higher. So that should work. Then we'll come over. Open, ba-dum. I still haven't made a single unit, which sucks. I need to get on that. That's part of our problem is we don't have units really that are doing much of anything right now. Oh, oops. There we go. There we go. It has ammo. Fantastic. So we have 3 of these disperses here, or yeah, no, they're disperses. And then we have a whole bunch of diffuses down here. And by a whole bunch, I mean 3. So yeah, they exist. They're just, this one's gonna run out of ammo real fast. I probably should put some type of ammo dump here, but I don't know how I'm gonna get around that part. So I'm not gonna do it. We'll just hope and pray. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for me to be able to do that easily. All right, so that's gonna suck. I probably should put more in the way back here. So duct router is going to go there, there, and there. Plop, 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 plop. And I know I'm risking here because this area is not reinforced enough at all. I need to build outward, and I need to figure out what's going on with that. But the enemy production is going to be escalating here any moment, which is bad news bears for us. We're completely out of silicon. Awesome. Lovely. Great time. Please, 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 please. All right, we got that. We'll build some protections around these areas because we're not rebuilding anything right now, which is a problem as well. All right. Oh, and enemy air unit production begins. Okay, so I've been focusing over here and building air units, or anti-air units, should I say. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have waited there. But I think we're going to wrap this one up here for today. I want your feedback, really, about what I'm doing, if I'm doing this right or wrong. I know this sucks over here. We're caged in over here, and we know the air units are there. We'll take care of those, hopefully. I haven't made any units on my own yet. I feel like our production is lagging severely, but I'm really looking forward to your feedback on what I need to do to make this better, because I feel like I need to do a lot. But folks, thanks as always for joining me. I really appreciate your time, and I will see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.